December 8, 1976. The Eagles release Hotel California, and within weeks, something strange starts happening. Radio stations are getting calls. Listeners are convinced the song is about devil worship. Others say it's about a real hotel where satanic rituals take place. Some claim if you play the song backwards, you can hear hidden messages. The theory spread so fast that by 1977, the Eagles are being asked about Satanism in almost every interview. And here's the wildest part. Some people still believe these theories today, almost 50 years later. But the real story behind Hotel California is actually darker than any conspiracy theory. If you want to know the truth, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're about to unravel one of rock's greatest mysteries. Let me take you back to 1976. The Eagles were already huge. They'd had massive hits with Take It Easy and Desperado, but they wanted to create something different, something heavier, more mysterious. Don Henley and Glenn Frey started working on a song that would capture a feeling they both had about Los Angeles, about fame, about the music industry. They wanted it to feel like a nightmare you can't wake up from, and that's exactly what they created. The music came first. Don Felder wrote the guitar parts, that iconic opening riff that everyone recognizes instantly. Then Joe Walsh and Don Felder created the legendary dual guitar solo at the end, 6 minutes of pure atmosphere. But it was the lyrics that would cause all the controversy. Don Henley wrote most of them, and from the very beginning, he made them deliberately ambiguous, open to interpretation. He wanted people to feel something, not necessarily understand something, and that ambiguity is what opened the door to decades of wild theories. The song tells a story of a traveler who checks into a mysterious hotel in California. The imagery is dark, mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice, voices in the hallway, a woman who says, "We are all just prisoners here of our own device." And then the final line that gave everyone chills: "You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave." It sounds like a horror movie. It sounds like something supernatural is happening, and people immediately started trying to decode it. The first major theory was that the Hotel California was a real place. People claimed it was an old hotel in Los Angeles that had been taken over by the Church of Satan. According to the rumor, Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan, lived there, and the Eagles were secretly telling everyone about it through the song. Some versions of this theory said the hotel was in San Francisco. Others said it was in Beverly Hills. People started sending photos of old hotels to radio stations claiming, "This is the one, this is Hotel California." The Eagles denied it over and over, but the rumors wouldn't die. Then came the Satanism accusations. People started analyzing the lyrics line by line, finding hidden meanings. "Her mind is Tiffany twisted." That was about materialism and corruption. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Clearly about Satan, right? And the album cover showed the hotel at sunset, which some people claimed was actually meant to represent dusk, the transition from light to darkness, from God to the devil. It sounds insane, but in the 70s, these theories were taken seriously. Don Henley was furious. In interviews, he tried to explain what the song was actually about. It wasn't about Satanism. It wasn't about a real hotel. It was a metaphor for the excess and spiritual emptiness of Los Angeles in the 70s. The hotel represented the music industry, fame, the American dream turned into a gilded cage. You come to California seeking success and freedom, but once you're in, you're trapped. The wealth, the drugs, the fame, it looks beautiful from the outside, but inside you're a prisoner. That was the real message. But here's the problem. That explanation wasn't as exciting as devil worship. So people kept believing the conspiracy theories, and honestly, the band didn't help themselves. They refused to say exactly what every line meant. They wanted the song to remain mysterious. Glenn Frey once said in an interview that art should be open to interpretation, that listeners should find their own meaning. That was a noble artistic stance, but it also meant the Satanism rumors would never fully go away. Then there's the "you can never leave" line. That's the one that really haunted people. What did it mean? Some thought it was about addiction. You can stop using drugs, but you're always an addict. Others thought it was about fame. You can retire, but you'll always be famous, always recognized, never free. Some thought it was literally about death, that the hotel was purgatory or hell, and once you're there, you're stuck forever. All of these interpretations are valid. All of them are probably what Don Henley intended, but the ambiguity drove people crazy. Now let me tell you about the photo that made everything worse. On the back of the album, there's a picture of the Beverly Hills Hotel at night. It's beautiful, iconic, glowing with warm light. People immediately assumed this was the Hotel California. Fans started showing up there asking the staff about secret rooms and satanic rituals. The hotel management had to release statements saying they had nothing to do with the song, but it didn't matter. In people's minds, that was the hotel. Even today, if you search for Hotel California, you'll find dozens of websites claiming the Beverly Hills Hotel is the real location. It's not. The band has said 1,000,000 times there is no real hotel. But the myth is stronger than the truth. And here's what makes this whole story so fascinating. The conspiracy theories actually helped the song become legendary. If Hotel California had been a straightforward song about the music industry, it would still be a great song, but it wouldn't have this mystique. The fact that people spent decades arguing about what it meant, searching for hidden hotels, analyzing every word, that's what made it immortal. The mystery became part of the music. But let's talk about what the song is really about, because once you understand it, the lyrics hit different. Don Henley was watching the California dream collapse in the mid-'70s. The 60s had promised freedom, peace, and love. By the 70s, it had turned into cocaine, excess, and emptiness. People came to Los Angeles to make it big, to find themselves, to live the dream. But what they found was an industry that chewed them up and spit them out. They became prisoners of their own success. They could leave physically, but emotionally, spiritually, they were trapped forever. That line, "We haven't had that spirit here since 1969, that's the key to the whole song. 1969 was the end of the 60s, the end of the innocence. Altamont happened, the Manson murders happened, the dream died. And by 1976, when the Eagles wrote this song, California had become something else entirely. It was still beautiful on the surface, still promising, but underneath it was hollow. That's the hotel. That's the prison. That's what you can never leave. The guitar solo at the end tells you everything you need to know. It's not triumphant, it's not hopeful, it's haunting, circular, like you're trapped in a loop. Joe Walsh and Don Felder play off each other, creating this tension that never resolves. The song fades out, but it doesn't end. You're still there, you're still in the hotel, you're still trying to leave, and you never will. So why did people create all these conspiracy theories? Because the truth was uncomfortable. It's easier to believe in a satanic hotel than to admit that the American dream might be a trap. It's easier to search for hidden meanings than to face the emptiness in your own life. The Eagles wrote a song about spiritual bankruptcy, and people turned it into a ghost story because ghost stories are safer than mirrors. Maybe that's the most brilliant thing about Hotel California. It became exactly what it was warning against, a beautiful illusion that trapped everyone who entered. We're all still checking in. We're all still trying to figure it out. And almost 50 years later, we still can't leave. Make sure you turn on notifications so you never miss a story. And if you want more deep dives into rock's greatest mysteries, check out my video on the hidden meaning behind Stairway to Heaven. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.